I want to get to that other breaking news story. A large fire roaring in that Canutillo neighborhood. The fire so massive it led to a massive response by first responders, and we have learned that one person was killed.
And our viewers can see just how high and dark and deep those clouds of smokes were. Fire officials saying that about 20 firefighters from several different agencies responded this afternoon, and the El Paso Fire Department saying this all began around 6 o'clock today.
And it happened on 6th Avenue and Canutillo Avenue. It took crews about an hour to knock down the fire, but to this moment, firefighters are still on the scene checking for hot spots.
Tonight on ABC 7 at 10, we have complete team coverage. We have ABC 7's Carrie Mannix, who spoke to officials to let us know what we've learned in the latest on this investigation.
And Tony Gutierrez spoke to witnesses, and storm tracker Jan Lewis will let us know how the winds impacted that brutal fire. But we do want to begin our team coverage with Carrie Mannix. And Carrie, what do we know so far from officials?
Well, that's right, guys. And just about an hour ago, that's when they confirmed that one person has died in this fire that happened here. And they also told us 3 to 4 houses were impacted. I want to give you a live look at the scene now here. You can see that fire crews are still here on the scene. The ladder still up there. They have stopped putting fire on it now, but one of the houses we'll get a closer look at later, as I told you. But for now, I can tell you that when I got here, I heard loud explosions coming from one of the homes. My photographer and I first noticed the smoke from this fire from miles away. When we got to the scene, we saw flames completely engulfing a home. Within minutes, the home collapsed. All the while, people living in the home behind it trying to keep the fire from reaching their property.
We understand that sometimes people are trying to protect their property when fires are there, but once the fire department is on the scene and if they're asking to move away, it's the best thing to do because we have all the tools.
El Paso Fire was one of 3 responding departments. A spokesperson told me they had to navigate around both pedestrians and cars trying to get a look at the scene. He says that's something that makes firefighters' jobs more difficult.
It's also dangerous for people. You're also impeding first responders' work while you're moving out on the street. So that the best area is just to stay away from a fire, and just let the professionals handle.
I also asked officials what was causing those loud explosions.
So at this time, we're still checking. They could have been gas tanks. Usually we have those. Sometimes if there's ammo stored inside of a house, they can explode as well. And sometimes there's pressurized tanks that can also make those sounds. So we're still checking. We did hear the explosions, so we know something happened inside. We're still checking to make sure what the damages are and what exactly that happened inside of the house.
And as I mentioned, I will be giving you a live exclusive look at one of the houses that collapsed here. I watched collapse here earlier today, but for now, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Carrie, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Carrie. We'll hear from her again later in this newscast. The fire happening very close to 2 Canutillo ISD campuses. Alderete Middle School putting out an official statement on Facebook around 8 o'clock this evening saying both Alderete Middle and Canutillo Elementary School, which are less than a mile from this fire, will be open at normal times. The district saying the fire will not be impacting Monday's schedule. Again, Alderete Middle School and Canutillo Elementary School will be proceeding as planned. That is according to Alderete Middle School's Facebook page.
And we do want to continue our complete coverage. Now we want to bring in ABC 7's Tony Gutierrez into this conversation. Tony, you were actually the first media member on the scene because you were actually covering a different story in that area. You got there around 5:30, and what did you see? What stuck out to you when you got there?
Rosemary, Sam, some of the things that stood up to me were the many explosions you could hear throughout. Many people were rushing out with bringing their pets outside of their homes as in fear the fire could spread. Now in this, you could also hear many screams as people were scared, and there were also many tears. Residents of this Canutillo neighborhood and people passing by described the terrifying moments a house caught fire.
We heard a couple explosions in there. Within like 2 to 3 minutes, the house was already down.
Silvia Holguin, a neighbor whose house is in the same street, says she told her daughter to call 911 as they watched the fire consume the house. She says 911 was not picking up.
The neighbors behind that house, they had a water hose and they were trying to contain the fire from going over to their side, but it wasn't helping much.
Those affected by the fire were emotional at the fire.
y oía que gente gritaba, pero no sé quién gritaba, se oía voces que gritaban.
Holguin says she could hear people screaming, but did not know who it was. She also told me she was scared the fire would get closer to her house as it began spreading to the other houses. Those whose homes were not affected could only watch as this was a sight they had never seen before.
Si se hubieran llegado a tiempo, no se hubiera espaciado tanto.
Neighbors like Holguin told me they believe things would have been different and less houses would have been affected if fire crews had arrived faster. The families affected did not wish to be on camera at this time, but told me it is very likely they will set up GoFundMe as they repair the things they will need. Reporting live in Canutillo, Tony Gutierrez, ABC 7.
Tony, thank you very much for your complete coverage. And ABC 7 did send you a breaking news alert the minute we learned of this fire roaring in Canutillo. And we keep you updated with the latest breaking news across the borderland through the KBI Breaking News app. You can get the app right now. Sam?
Rosemary, we're going to head now to Storm Track weather as we bring in ABC 7 Storm Tracker Jalen Lewis, who is keeping an eye on the fire because Jalen, winds and weather can play a very important factor in these kinds of situations. You even told us that you were able to slightly pick it up on the radar. And Jalen, the borderland did experience some gusts today. How does this impact what firefighters can do?
Yes, it was rather breezy outside. We saw wind gusts up to 20 miles an hour, and of course this can actually cause fires to spread, especially if those buildings were all close together. Let's take a look at the Doppler radar at the time of the fire. This was at 5:58, and you can actually see that blip of that smoke that, I mean, the fire was very intense, and you could see that blip of smoke as circled right there on the radar. As we take a closer look, though, we're going to go on zoom in, get a little bit closer to Canutillo. Like I said, this was at 5:58, and as you can see, that's that little plume of smoke popping up there. Of course, at the time of the fire, I'm going to stop it right there and show you right there where that blip is. At the time of the fire, I went on and stopped it right there, and it was about 26 to 23 miles an hour winds. Of course, we are under that red flag warning across our area where even winds at 20 miles an hour can cause a fire to spread really quickly, especially if a bunch of buildings are close together. Of course, like I said, we are under that red flag warning. That's going to go into effect tomorrow as wind gusts could get up to 40 miles an hour. Of course, right now we are looking at current temperatures at 82 degrees, 77 in Las Cruces. And as we go through the next few days, we are going to see those breezy conditions. Right now, we're sitting at a wind gust of 25 miles an hour. Luckily, that fire was able to be knocked down, so we don't have to worry about the winds being a factor here. But coming up in my detailed forecast, we're going to be talking about that windy Monday.
Jalen, thank you so much for breaking that down for us. And this breaking news continues to develop from Canutillo. After
this coming break, we'll head back out to Canutillo with another live report. Again, the first responders still remain on scene. One person has died, and we will bring you right back to Canutillo as soon as this break ends. And this is ABC 7 at 10 Weekend,
where news comes first.